Good morning. So I just wanted to share. I have this one person in my life that tends to always talk about the bad things going on, the bad stuff in the news, and it always has to do with little kids and just like kidnappings and rape and things like that. And I just felt so weighed down from being around this person because I have two little girls. And so to me, it started to feed fear in me. Like I was constantly scared of something happening to them. And I was driving Madison to preschool one day, and we had to drive down this kind of bad road. There's like, druggies and homeless people and stuff like that, and young kids, that are on drugs or whatever. Something just hit me to start praying. I just felt like God saying, Hannah, start praying. If this scares you, you need to start praying. So I just started praying that God would put a protection over every child in Edmonton, and that if there was any kids being lured by perverts, that they would be brought into the light. And I just prayed that every child in a bad situation would be rescued, that He would send His guardian angels to these children. And I prayed that every teenager in this city that is struggling with temptations, that is struggling with peer pressure, would have a way out. And I started praying this every single day when I was bringing Maddie to school, because it just felt like, we look at human trafficking and stuff, and like that's extreme, that's extreme, and we're doing things to help that, but what are we doing to prevent that? And sometimes it's, how can we prevent that? We can't really prevent it. The only way to prevent it is obviously to catch those guys, but to pray. I believe there's power in prayer. And so the reason I'm talking about this is because I started praying every day. And then a couple weeks later, I was looking at my Facebook newsfeed, and there was the news about how this little boy had got kidnapped and how he started singing gospel music at the top of his lungs, and this guy let him go. And I don't know if that was my prayer, but I felt like it was God showing me that, okay, Hannah, like, don't stop praying. Like, this is, I am here. There's power in prayer and there's power in praise. And so I guess why I'm telling you this is sometimes we can be in a situation that we can't do anything physically about, and we just have to pray. But I want you to know that there's power in prayer. You have to believe it with all your heart, that there's a realm that we can't see right now with our physical eyes. And once you start believing that, things start happening, and it's pretty exciting. And so I just really wanted to share that with you. I mean, that's the extreme. That was something that was on my heart. And maybe there's a situation you're in that you can't physically do anything about, but you could start to prevent by praying. So I just encourage you to start praying, to start asking, and to start looking. Look for little signs every day, because there's miracles every day. We have to look at them, and we have to stop looking at the news and hearing all the bad stuff, because there is more good stuff than there is bad stuff. It's just what you focus on. Whatever you focus on, you'll empower in your life. And that even comes to with your health and with your body. If your focus is on things that you don't want, guess what? You're bringing those things into your life. But if your focus is on the things that you do want, you will attract those things in your life. But you have to get your focus right. You have to be focused. That's the key. There's so many distractions these days that we lose our focus. And that's the key to success. Just being focused and being consistent. And being consistent when it comes to what you want in your life. in your situations. If it's something you can't change, like I said, pray. But be consistent. Don't just think you can pray once. And sometimes that happens. But be consistent. Pray every day. If it has to do with your health, do something every day. You have to be consistent and don't lose your focus on what your end goal is. I just wanted to share that with you. I just felt like someone really needed to hear that. And I just really felt prompted, like I really needed to speak that out. So anyways, have a good day. Bye.